Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first time using YouTube directly to go live. So give me a second. Let me just get set up here. I've never used this format. So I just have to open up a few things to make sure that I'm able to share what I want to share. So give me a second here. I do have, let me take a look. I do have one prop for you guys, one parlay, and then I'm sorry, there's more props than that. There's like 4 or 5. There's also one play, and then there's one parlay, all in the NBA. Let me go back in here. So again, let me see what I can do here. Give me a second. Live notes. All right, cool. This is pretty cool. All right, so let me pull this over here. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. That's the first time I'm using. So what I'll start sharing here is the information for the NBA. I have one play. I have a few props. I also have some props here, and I'll be sharing a lot of stuff with you guys here. So it does seem like I have some viewership here, so I appreciate that. And I think I can answer questions as well. So this is a lot. It looks like it's going to be a better format for me. So did the Lakers get worse with Luka? Not really. I mean, this is what LeBron has done all his career, is that he moves to different teams to get with better players. So I'm sure that he had something to do with that move. And Anthony Davis wasn't playing much anyway. So he was when he played, he was always getting injured and stuff like that. So and then from what I heard is that the Mavericks didn't want to pay the maximum, which was I guess they call it a maximum contract or whatever. So they got rid of him. All right, so let me see if I can pull up my notes here. So, for example, the biggest thing for me today is the spreads. They're huge. So I'll give you guys one off the bat right now. It's going to be the Pacers. I'm sorry, not the Pacers. What is this? So I'll just give you one right off the bat here. Is the Detroit Pistons 3.5? They're going against the Bulls, and the Bulls have been struggling. They did burn us the other day, and I can't believe they beat I think it was the Nuggets that they beat. So it was surprising to me that they won that game, but it's one of these things where it's a regression day and stuff like that. So the Nuggets have been losing recently, and the Bulls just caught them right in that mode. So I still like the Pistons today, and like I said, the shift is big for a lot of these teams. So give me a second here. I'm trying to find the information here. So all right, so here's my data. So let's go here. So the best players to look at today for this one is going to be Cunningham. Cunningham has been hitting a lot of points. He went like right here. You can see he hit 40 points. He's averaging 25 overall, but he's been hitting for us for 25 points, 20 points. I've been doing 2-mans with him. So I definitely have him today. I can give you guys that at the end, but the Pistons are overall doing a lot better. You can see they've beat the Mavericks here by 15 points. They have a very strong record at home, which they're playing today. They have the 4th best offensive rebounds. You can see the key weapons for the Bulls are these guys. I think Levine is actually sitting. Let me confirm that. That's something that I was seeing today. He's questionable, so he's not even on the above section. So basically, Levine might be sitting. I'm not sure on that yet. The other one to look at is Vovacek or Volshevik, and you can see the line was actually at a 5.5. That's when I got it. They have a 69% chance win chance. The money line is very expensive, so that's why I had to get the -5.5. Yesterday we lost with the Pacers. by 1 point. We had them at a -5.5, and they won by 5. So those are those tough days. But it is what it is. One thing I don't like right here is the Pistons are 4-6 in the last 10. They are going a lot of the stuff, the trends and stuff. The money is going on the over, yet this line is going on the under. Another thing I don't like is that this goes back to last season, or maybe even 2 seasons when they've played each other. So they're 8-2 when they've gone head to head. So I don't like that. But that goes back all the way to last season. So it's not that crazy. You can see his current line right here. Cunningham is 33. You might want to look around the 25 mark. He's averaging 40 points in the last 2 games. And this is one of the worst defenses, which is the Bulls have one of the worst defenses. So anyways, I like, having said all that, I like the Pistons at a -3.5. I think I said 5.5. So I was able to get this on ESPN for 3.5 at a -140. All right, just a little side note as well. We did go. Sometimes it sucks, like when you have a losing day or a losing week or whatever, or even 3 days in a row that I showed yesterday. But we did go up 33 units, 17% return on investment, and that's just overall for the month. So sorry, not for the month, but for the last 30 days. So I do have that. Let's see what else we got. So this was the little recap for yesterday. The Pacers, they won by 5, but we had them for 6, so that didn't hit for us. OKC beat the shit out of the other team, but the Knicks just went to shit. So, and then I shared a 4-man here, which I normally don't do. I shared a 3-man, which I normally don't do. I shared a 2-man and then a 3-man. So I forgot. I think it was I forgot his name, but one of the guys, actually 2 guys, the Jalen Brunson, they started getting demolished, so they sat him out, and then I forgot the other guy. But that plays a big factor in these props that I'm going to share, because if they sit out these dudes, then it messes everything up. This one is a little side note. I will tell you guys, this is just a little side note. This Desmond Bain, this is more of a positive EV. So I went on the under right there. You can see it's kind of expensive at a -150. I ended up getting this at around a -130 or something crazy like that. So you can see all these numbers are red. These positive EV, I'm a little bit more weary on them because I've been getting burned on them lately. So positive EV just means that I'm getting a great value for the same line. So for example, like I said, you can see this under right here. It says 150, but I was able to get it to like a +110 or something like that. Anyways, like I'm saying, what was I trying to say here? I was trying to explain something important. So it's not really about. So what I started doing is I actually started doing the research instead of just throwing them in blindly just because they had a great value. I started doing the research, and this is one of them that stuck out. So it's on the under 7.5 assists, and you can see all this on the bottom is all red. Even the head-to-head, the last 10, the last 20, even the last 30. Even the last 30 games, he has not hit this. So there must be a reason that it's like that. Let me see if I can find out why. Maybe somebody's sitting. Morant is questionable. Smart is questionable. Marcus Smart. Is this Marcus Smart? Spencer and Williams. So those injuries might have something to do with it. I don't know. But like I said before, I wouldn't even go and check that out. I would just put it in blindly. So I'm changing that. I do like a 2-leg parlay, which I'll share. I actually got this in last night, and I'm actually still liking it. But again, these spreads have been killing me. So I'm kind of a little bit questionable on that. Because everybody needs bankroll management, Excel spreadsheet to be successful on sports better. The spreadsheet, you just need you need 2 major things. The major ones you need is a bet tracker, and then you need bankroll management and unit size. So one of the things I mentioned yesterday was unit size. On some bets, I was doing $50. On others, I was doing $100. And then on others, I was doing $25. And that was the worst mistake I could have done. Because if I took this loss right here, let's say for yesterday, if I took 1 loss at 100, and then I have to win 2 or 3 of the $50 just to cover this 1 loss. I hope that makes sense. And even more. So over here, I would need like 4 or 5 wins to cover this one loss. So if you just keep it at that same unit size, either half a unit or a full unit, but just keep it the same, that's better. Matumbo died, loser. I don't know what that means. Matumbo died. I don't understand. All right. Anyway, so having said all that, I do have some props I want to share with you guys. Yes, the day before we went 4-2, and these are just tests for me. You will rarely see me do a 4-man or even a 3-man, but I'm doing tests, so I'm trying to do my best to reduce those. And so I was trying to. Anyway, let me get back to this. So 2 days ago, I did a 4-2 on the props. And again, this is just tests, okay? So once I get these tests done, I won't be doing 3-mans or even 2-mans, maybe 3-mans, I don't know. But 2 days ago, I hit a 4-2. Yesterday, I hit a 3-1. So these have been very good for us so far. This is something that I was testing like 2 years ago when I first started, and it was actually very good, but I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. So now I'm actually coming back and trying to figure that out again. So I hope you guys understand that these are just tests. So here we go. Let me see if I can. I got too much crap open. So bear with me. So what I will share with you, first I'm going to do the props, and then, so I'll post them one at a time here. These are just tests, like I said. So this is very slight. This is a very slight. I was doing $10. Now I'm doing $20. So again, these are just tests. Okay. So I got Giannis, the Greek Freak, 25 points. Damian Lillard, 20 points. Cade Cunningham, 20. All right, that's 1 3-leg right there. So 3-leg. The second one, it's another 3-leg. So the same dude, Giannis. Again, this is something that I wanted to test out. Otherwise, you would not be using the same dude. So, for example, I'm using two of the same guys right here. You can see Giannis and Lillard. I'm using them again. Normally, you don't want to do that. Normally, you want to stay to different people. You don't want to lose all your stuff because of one player. So, for example, if I had all of these under one player yesterday, then he loses all of them for me. So it doesn't make sense to do that. So let's go to the third one here. So it's another 3-leg. So Harden for 15, Scotty Barnes for 15, and Podol or for 8 rebounds. So over here I did 8 rebounds. These are points, and these are points. All right. And then I got one more. And after that, I'll give you guys the one I liked from last night. And you guys can do with that with what you want. So there's a 3-leg. All right, so there it is. Those are the 4 that I'm going with today. And if you guys want to follow those, that's fine. Again, these are just tests. I've hit a 4-2 2 days ago, and then I hit a 3-1 yesterday. So I'm doing my best to try to figure these things out, and I'm still testing. So maybe about a week from now, I'll be able to do these very solid, where I'll just pick, for example, this guy and this guy, for example, something like that. Whatever. What I'm saying is I'm trying to test this stuff. So take that for what it is. Let me put this back over here, and I'll share with you guys another one. So I was going to go into all the details of the other games, but I think I'm not going to do that. I got to go see my mom today, so Um, like I said, the biggest thing is that I'm gonna give you guys one more play, which is a parlay of a two legs, and I'll tell you guys why I had to do this. I'm gonna start trying to stay away from this stuff. But you can see I got these last night. So the Celtics I got them at a -2.5, and then I got the Cavaliers at a -5.5. So the Cavaliers, they don't cover spreads that these huge spreads. I think it's like -12 or something crazy. So let's take a look. So Celtics are at a -10.5, and the Cavaliers are at a -13. So again, I got this last night and I bought it back. So they're already at 13. I got them when they were at -9. I bought it back. So you can see how expensive that was. The Celtics are at a -10. So again, the 76ers are depleted. There's a lot of reasons for this. I don't like that they're at home because they've been winning games. They've been very close at home, but they're missing a lot of key players. The 76ers are. So the Celtics should be able to cover the spread. However, the Celtics don't cover spreads. So again, it's a little contradiction there. Same thing with Cavaliers. They win a lot of games, and a lot of them are lately have been very close. So they'll win by 2 points or 1 point or 3 points. So it's hard to say, okay, I need you to whoop on these dudes by 6 points. So you see the Pacers, they cover way more spreads than the Cavaliers yesterday, and they lost for us because they had 1 point less. So I hope that makes sense. So instead of showing this, instead of going with this for sure, like I said, you guys can wait. And what I'm doing is I'm going to do something called sports alerts. And on sports alerts, you can just get the alert when they're live and if they're losing. So for example, if 76ers start off very strong, then you can go and hit up the Celtics live. Same thing with the Cavaliers. So that's a better way of doing it. And if they don't end up losing, or they just come off the gate and they just start slamming these dudes, then you just stay away. It's that simple. I've been burned a lot lately by doing these two legs. Even yesterday, I had OKC and they won by some ridiculous number, and then I lost because I had the Knicks. So it's just like all this research is going to shit just because I'm doing two legs instead of just keeping it as straight bets. I hope that's making sense. I know I went on a little bit of a vent there, a little tangent there, but it's important to understand what's going on and why and how. This is how you got to think as a. Let me see if I can go back here. Give me a second. So this is important. The reason I'm saying all this stuff is that it's important. If you guys want to do this professionally, if you guys want to do this full time, and you guys want to, get decent money and stuff like that, you have to start realizing these things. You have to start understanding why you're losing, why you're winning. You have to keep track. Like somebody asked here, Captain asked if he should track his bets and stuff like that. Yes, you do have to track your bets. Yes, you have to do. You have to understand spreads. Obviously, you have to do unit sizes. You have to know all this stuff. And if you don't know how to do this stuff, then you need to learn it. And if you're not going to learn it, then you need to just follow somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. And then at that point, then it's just kind of you're relying on that person. So take it for what it is. I'm giving you guys a lot of good information here. It took me a very long time to understand all this stuff. Even me, I follow a lot of people. I pay for a lot of people to teach me stuff. I still pay for picks and stuff like that. So I do a lot of my own research. I have my own software. I have my own scrapers. I have a team of people that do this. But then I still go and follow other people because I want to learn and I want to keep learning. And that's the only way you're going to compete in this game. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I did share one more time. I'm going to share it. It was the Knicks at a -3.5. Sorry, not the Knicks. The Pistons 3.5. I did the Celtics -5.5. I parlayed that with the Cavaliers 5.5. Let me go back. Celtics -2.5. Cavaliers -5.5, and then I shared with you guys 4 props. So I hope you guys liked that and enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys being here, and have a good day. Thank you.